If I ripped out most of the plants in your garden right now, chances are most of the wildlife would disappear with them. Not because you did anything wrong, but because nobody ever tells you which plants actually matter. So today, I want to show you the plants that don't just look good, but keep entire ecosystems alive. See, most people think that helping nature means planting more flowers, more color, more variety, but nature, she doesn't need more plants. She needs the right plant. And I like to call those keystone plants. Once you understand keystone plants, trust me, you'll never look at gardening or homesteading the same ever again. So what exactly are keystone plants? See, keystone plants are the types of plants that support a massive amount of life compared to everything else around them. Not just the bees, not just the butterflies. I'm talking birds, insects, the soil life, the entire food chain. See, most insects, they can only survive on specific types of plants. Those plants aren't there. The insects, they just disappear. Then the birds disappear. And the whole balance, gone. Keystone plants, they're like a foundation to a house. You can decorate all you want, but without the foundation, nothing stands. Look, here's the hard truth. Most gardens, they look beautiful, but they're basically just a green desert. Exotic ornamentals, perfect Pinterest lawns, plants that look nice, but feed nothing. Even things that people think are good for pollinators don't even support the full cycle. You see, nectar alone, it's not enough. Wildlife, it needs host plants, it needs shelter, and it needs timing, not just pretty flowers. And for a homestead, this matters even more. See, keystone plants, it means fewer pests, healthier soil, more birds, less intervention, and more resilience. A real homestead, we don't fight nature, we partner with it. And when you plant the right species, nature, she starts doing the work for you. So now what plants should we be planting? For trees, definitely oak. If there's one tree that you plant in your lifetime, make it an oak. See, oak trees support over 500 species of insects. That means caterpillars, that means birds, that means food, shelter, and balance. Oaks, they grow slow, but they are so powerful and they build systems that last generations. Second are willow trees. Willow trees are another huge one. They provide early pollen when nothing else is blooming, and they thrive in wet or problematic areas. They also support a ton of insect life. If you got a low spot or extra water, a willow can turn that problem into a solution. Elderberry are another homestead classic for a reason. It feeds birds, pollinators, and even people, and they grow super fast. And it can also double as a medicine. This is definitely the kind of plant that earns its space. For our flowers, goldenrod is super underrated. It can bloom late when almost nothing else does. It supports over 100 species, and no, it's not what causes allergies. Goldenrod, it's not a weed, it's a food bank. Milkweed is another huge one, but not by itself. It's a host plant for monarchs, but more importantly, it's part of a system. Plant milkweed alongside other natives, you create a habitat, not just height. Last but not least, native grasses and what we like to consider boring plants. See, a lot of the most important plants aren't too exciting, but native grasses can provide nesting material, shelter, erosion control, and improve soil health. See, nature don't care if it's flashy. Nature cares if it works. Look, you don't need acres to do this, and you certainly don't need perfection. You also don't have to plant everything at once. Start with just one keystone plant, plant with intention, and nature will show up. And that's real homesteading. Not control, but cooperation. One thing I really want to clear up real quick is this. Keystone plants, they're not the same everywhere. What works where I live might not be the best option where you live. You see, the goal isn't copying somebody else's plant list. Start local, start native, and start small. One tree, one shrub, one corner of your garden. That right there, that's how ecosystems come back. If you're unsure about keystone plants in your area, drop your region in the comments and I'll point you in the right direction. I also want to say this so nobody misunderstands me here. You don't need to tear out your whole garden bed just to be able to do this right. Just replace one plant when something dies, or dedicate one specific bed to these kinds of plants, or just plant one tree this year. Small changes done intentionally make a massive difference over time. Homesteading
It's not about perfection. It's about direction.
That's what it's all about. Being one with nature and learning what she wants to make it work for you. So if you learned anything in this video, or maybe you got some new ideas on what to plant in your garden, but make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, where it's our goal and our mission around here to teach y'all out there that this life is not as hard as we were told. Quite simple, actually. And you don't need a lot of space to do it either. So thank y'all for tuning into the channel and watching another video here on Mundo's Homestead Adventures. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.